Okay, I've once again come to share my wisdom with you. I've remembered my YouTube password. I have tried to fucking record this 3 times. This is the third time now. I am an idiot who doesn't fucking check audio properly. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to be so incredibly pissed. Anyway, this is about bait towers, the art of baiting, okay? You're probably thinking, the best bait tower. Let me think. It's probably Scarecrow, Troll Tower. Oh, what's that new one? Chicken House. Yeah. Because these have bait enemy attack stat, right? So it's got to be these, right? Wrong. I swear to God, if I see anyone using these after they've seen this video, I've failed as a human being. I've failed. There's no other explanation. These are buns, by the way. Never fucking bring them. That's the point I'm on about. What I'm actually on about is the greatest bait tower in the entire game. Is this guy right here? It's Sentry. Of course, it's Sentry. I mean, it was already busted as shit before, but now after the rebalance update, bro, they literally they got Sentry and they just injected anabolic steroids straight into its circuit board. 8 rebuilds. 8 rebuilds. Do you know how crazy that is? Anyway, should it be nerfed? Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure this thing is like dirt useless and like expert before they buff that number because like, oh man, I put 50k into this one tower and then it just dies. So that's really cool. And then all your money's just fucking gone and then you're like, what's the point of bringing this? Anyway, rant over. Of course, I'm gonna be using this in endless because this is where it shines. Because god fucking damn it, do I hate Calamity. And this tower is genuinely, it's the anti-Calamity tower. There's no other way to put it. I will be using Golden Warship because I busted my ass off for it. What the fuck happened to my face? Bro, this item is literally called McLaren Big Grin. Yeah, there it is, McLaren Big Grin. Where's the fucking grin? Okay, whatever. At least it's actually on my avatar, but that was a fucking jump scare and a half. I swear to fucking god, if these audio settings are wrong, I'm actually gonna end my life. Of course, we will be doing the classic research base because the path, especially, I'm gonna use Sentry's early game, and the pathing, pathing is surely something. But that's the other thing about this being a quote-unquote bait tower, is it's a genuine tower. It's not just a bait. This thing is actually, it's made for DPS. Like, that is the main function. And you know, unlike other god damn it, that's I should have put it further back. Unlike other bait towers, you know, those are limited ones. But bro, those suck. And by the way, the chicken one has a 50 placement limit, which is stupid as hell because the money it makes is genuinely negligible. It barely pays itself off. Whatever. But yeah, no, look at this. Bait tower, by the way, bait tower. We're using it for early game. Yeah, I did use one cash crate. But that was because if I didn't, I would have leaked one enemy and it would have been like 6 HP and it would have pissed me off so much to see that sweet number up there go down. Oh god, man, it's such a versatile tower. You can genuinely use Sentry however you want. You don't have to use it for early game, but with towers with this cost, of course I'm going to use it. Another reason why Research Base is clearly the best endless map is because, look at this, bro. Look how nice that is. Look how hot this literal part right here. It's literally built for Sentry. And by the way, like, look at this. I mean, it's, the rockets are definitely doing something. It's such a beautiful tower. God, I love Sentry. And, I mean, if you're a weirdo, okay, I'm not gonna say weirdo. I feel like that's a bit too mean. If you're someone that likes the skin, you can use the anime one if you want. It has actually quite a few skins for some weird reason, but come on, default just, god damn, bro. God damn. God, I love this tower. Okay, right, addressing the elephant in the room. Yeah, this is another run. Thank god I checked audio. I got paranoid that there was something wrong, so I checked and I was right. So now it shouldn't be so loud. Hopefully. I was gonna show, yeah, look at this, look at this. See that little gap? Nice, so everyone who uses this, I want you to never unsee this. You're never gonna unsee that little gap, alright? See, whoever modeled that, they definitely thought, well, I mean, no one's gonna notice that, right? I mean, no one could possibly. You get the point. You get what I'm trying to fucking say. This is where Sentry's gonna shine. Okay, so first of all, Apex Predator. He targets things far away, so there's those baits. And the cool thing is, I don't even have to replace them, unlike Scarecrow or like troll tower, or that weird chicken one that has a 50 placement limit, so you really shouldn't be using it like at all. So yeah, once he obliterates like half of those, they'll just come back by themselves without any maintenance. So that's awesome. But that's not the main attraction of this tower, because the thing is, okay, I'm calling it a bait tower. That's pretty undermining, sure. Because the thing is, you gotta remember, this is a DPS tower. I say that. Yeah, it is. I mean, you're using it for DPS to kill enemies, but it's, you know, more for like starter players, I guess. But what the fuck? But the thing about that is, when you are in the end game, where you've got shit tons of money and nothing to buy, well, you can just turn your baits into DPS. DPS that is 456 a tower, with 300 being bullet damage and 150. What did I just say? 154. Yeah, 154 DPS being rockets. So that's pretty neat. The reason why I'm saying Sentry is the best is because you can upgrade it. Now that probably sounds really fucking stupid. A lot of people have just probably gone, well, actually, you can upgrade the other ones, right? Like I can upgrade Scarecrow if I wanted to. By the way, look at that, absolutely tanked all those. That would have all gone to Golden Warship, by the way. But like, see that flamethrower attack right there? I'll check it on the wiki later, and I'll bring up the page. But in order for him to do that, a tower nearby has to have a specific amount of money. Towers like Troll Tower or Scarecrow, they simply, you cannot upgrade them enough so that they actually reach that number. So you're missing out on like a ton of attacks where, look, he barely made it to refractors. Had he not been able to do, like, you know, a little flamethrower hand where he stands there for a solid like 5 seconds, that would have wasted less time. Because the thing with bait towers is pretty much what you're doing is you're stalling. You have that boss, and you're just making him stop straight in his tracks. There's only 2 times that a boss completely stops moving in TDX, and that's if it's frozen and if it's doing an attack. That's the only 2 times. Before anyone goes, oh, you can stop with like Slammer, you know, no, that applies like a 90% speed debuff. It's still moving when that happens, by the way. Oh, also with Sentry, if you really want to, you can just place top half ones for the hidden detection and the fact that they ignore bullet resistance. But like, you have to be more meticulous if you want to play Sentry for DPS. Like, you can't just, like with these, I've basically just been spamming them down in probably some really useless spots. But with these ones, you actually have to think. Which, come on, here at TDX, that's the last thing we want. The last thing we want is to engage our cranium, right? We want to just have no second thought in this. I'll probably put on screen how much DPS this actually is from the sentries alone. Bait tower, by the way. Bait tower. Whole purpose is to be bait. And it's not limited. Everyone can buy it. You can use it for early game if you want to. Okay, of course, we're coming up to the main contender now, which is Calamity. One of the reasons why I praise Sentry for being so amazing is that, first of all, there's no limit. You can place however many sentries you want until you reach the 140 limit. Second of all, when you've done that, that means that his attacks, which fucking obliterate everything no matter what with RNG, the chances of that choosing actual viable and powerful towers like Refractor here are much more slimmer. Or like Golden Warship, for example. I don't want that to die. That is $5.5 million that I've just spent on that. The last thing I want is for that to be one-tapped, right? But spamming all of these down reduces the chances that that is going to die. That is the main part, because Calamity appears like 20 fucking million times in Endless, and he sucks. And the attack is so fucking goddamn stupid. And then, of course, even better, like, look, all of these, normally, all of those would have died. Guess I gotta, you know, buy it all up again. But no, they rebuild themselves 8 times and they come back as DPS. And nothing of value was lost. Oh, 1 Refractor, but a Combat Medic brought him back. And 1 Oil Derrick. That is certainly a lot better than quite literally everything getting eviscerated. Although, like, again, it is always RNG. 3 Refractors. Golden Warship's still there. I lost an oil derrick. If I didn't have these down, I would have lost a lot more. And they've all built themselves back up, of course. 4 rebuilds left, 5 rebuilds left. How much does this one go? Okay, they're taking their sweet, sweet time. Anyway, and I've now got DPS again. How much DPS? How much DPS do I have? That's a great question. We're about to find out. You can just have this as subpar DPS when you're absolutely fucking minted as shit. And it serves 2 purposes, you know. Extra DPS, that's bullet and explosive damage, so that's great. Yeah, okay, look at these Goliaths. Bait tower, by the way. Bait tower, by the way. Literally the greatest bait tower. Do you see Scarecrow doing this? Do you see any other bait tower in the game doing this? No, you don't. These things are practically teetering on immortalness. Anyway, I think that's it. Was there anything else? Let me think. I think I've said everything I needed to say. Doesn't have a placement limit. You can actually use it for DPS. It's not an event tower, so you can just buy it from the shop. You can actually use it as sub DPS, and they're practically fucking immortal. And oh, void attacks. You can the corruption probably won't be so bad. I mean, yeah, obviously they'll chew through each other. The sentries will, but that's a lot better than having a refractor chew through everything. God damn. I might make a video on that tower right there. That was definitely something. Greatest DPS tower in the game. Sorry, bait tower. Scarecrow gets absolutely mobbed by this guy. I mean, I've genuinely just had Golden Warship cover avatars that have been dropping, and okay, there was like the Eradidog leak from the first time. I don't think anything else is leaked yet, unless I just wasn't paying attention. Wait, I sell that. Yeah, look at this. It's just dealing with these resurrected laser guns. The bait tower. Awesome. I think I've said everything. Yeah, there's nothing else. Oh, don't use the anime skin. If you use the anime skin, you're a weirdo, and I don't like you. Use the default skin. And one last thing, when you do use this, don't forget that whoever modeled this thought no one would realize that they left a little gap here. But I realized it, and I've now shown all of you who will never unsee that ever again. Anyway, yeah, that's it. See ya.